What do we think, girls? What do we think?
We're in St. George, Utah.
It's been an interesting few days.
Yes, we were in Nevada looking at
Valley of Fire.
Valley of Fire. Well, looking at is such a strange word. We were visiting Valley of Fire. Amazing state park, by the way. $10 per car to get in, so not the cheapest thing in the world, but well worth it. Well worth it, especially in a convertible in nice weather. It is wonderful.
The one problem, and we showed you our boondocking site, which was gorgeous.
Yes, we did, right on the cliffside.
We had one problem, and that was...
we got sandblasted.
We had a windstorm come in and last for
Days.
Where we had 50+ mile-per-hour gusts. Everything in the Airstream was sandy.
For 50 or 60 miles an hour.
It was rough, and we were not parked into the wind, which we've since learned is something you should do. So if it's really windy, you should park the Airstream so it's nose into the wind, and that way you're getting the least amount of wind buffeting you. And it's hitting the front and not the back where you're sleeping. So if you're a front bunk, you probably want to do it the other way around and back into the wind. But we weren't like that.
No.
So
we were almost broadside.
Yeah.
We were maybe a little bit tail towards the wind, but for the most part we were broadside.
Yeah. And it was rough.
It was rough. Yeah.
And we were just gonna stick it out because we were gonna stay there for a couple more days. But Steve's parents came down and went hiking with us and came back to the Airstream and were like, wow, this wind's ridiculous. Why don't you guys just follow us up to St. George a couple days early? And we said...
we have the house with us. We're not tied here.
Yeah.
What the heck? Let's go.
Yeah. We were pretty much done with Valley of Fire. So we packed up 2 days early, quickly, and... hit the road. The hour and a half to St. George.
That was incredibly freeing. The freedom of knowing that you can just up and move whenever you want. Weather gets bad, you're out of there.
Gone.
That was really cool. And that was really the first time that we got to experience
that
travel
side of it.
Yeah, in that way, where we planned to stay longer, but conditions just weren't right, so we moved on. Yeah. And it was perfect.
So we came to St. George. We knew the boondocking we wanted to do.
Yeah.
It was windy here as well, and it was getting later in the day, so we were just, okay, we need to find a spot. We wish we were filming this. We just didn't, we were rushing, we didn't even think to turn on the camera. We ended up making 3 different U-turns in this BLM land back road.
Right here.
Before I went and ran an entire road to find a spot.
That was cool
Google
to see,
Earth.
by the way. Running just constant down this dirt road.
So we found a spot, great spot, thought we were all settled, went hiking for a couple days, and then we noticed these signs.
That said no trespassing.
And had a
which usually
number.
isn't what you want to see when you're camping
on the
that land.
And the sign was quite close to where we were. There's RVs elsewhere, but not right where we were. So we called the number. Turns out that small section was Arizona Trust land.
State Trust. Which is not, which is not technically BLM.
No.
And you need a permit, which you have to pay for to stay
do
on
anything. But actually, I don't even know if you can camp on it. The permit didn't say camping on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And you definitely cannot target shoot.
Yeah.
That's against the law. Somebody will call the cops on you.
Penny.
So, there is other BLM land around here. We went searching, and we are at this site now, which definitely is BLM.
Yes. We can see the site we were in.
Yes.
But this we know for a fact is BLM, so this afternoon we packed up again and just moved up the hill a little bit.
Those 2 rigs down there, that was the site that we were staying in the last couple nights.
And it might have been fine. Who knows if anybody would ever come out and check. But I was nervous about staying on land where we were actually trespassing, and we just had to move up the hill. And
as you can see over there, there's another rig, and I think there's another rig over on that side, and a couple more down there, so we know we're in the right area.
Yes.
And now I have to go find our dog. There she is. She's way off in the distance.
Penny.
Yeah, this dog loves not being on a leash, so we let her when we're out here in the middle of nowhere. Usually she's on a leash, but this is the desert.
Yep.
And
we're outside.
Technically we're in Arizona, not in Utah. Not that that makes any difference. We're still out in the middle of nowhere.
So Couple things we learned. We can pack up and go within half an hour, even 20 minutes. Pretty good. Maybe scout out Google Earth in the BLM land that you're going to go look at before you go and kind of have an idea of where you want to try to get to. And look out for signs, because even if you think it's BLM land, maybe it's not. So this is just a random update. We have some hiking footage we'll probably insert too, because we went to Zion National Park today and did a small hike. We're doing Angel's Landing in a couple days. That is going to be epic.
So we talked about no target shooting on state land. This is BLM land, and that right there is a mattress, and I don't know what else is there. It looks like a part of a dishwasher. I don't know, but somebody shot the heck out of that stuff. And you see this backdrop on this side. That is a classic example of target shooting out on BLM land, which you can do, of course, as long as you're safe about it. Lots of places out here where you can target shoot. Back there over that hill, which is in somewhat close proximity, but not too close, the other side of that hill is where you can target shoot as well, and a few other places around here.